We were celebrities, we were heroes, and then all of a sudden we were pariahs.
In too many communities in this state, teachers aren't heroes, they're treated like villains.
Teachers have been become villains for some reason.
America's trust in her teachers is at an all-time low. This comes as the nation is facing a catastrophic shortage. In South Carolina alone last year, over 8,000 teachers quit. And the school districts have done what they can to stop the bleeding, but there's still 1,500 vacant positions short. With no trust, no respect, and no one left to step in, everyone's asking, how did we get here?
I think it's a perfect storm.
Since becoming principal in 2019, Micheal Ames has seen that storm hit his own school.
Legislation that's hurt in terms of pay, in terms of responsibilities. I think it's public perception.
State lawmakers raised the minimum teacher salary to $40,000 earlier this year. The nationwide average, $65,000.
Getting paid would be nice, but for all of history, teachers have never really done this for money.
Dawn Weathersbee has been a teacher in the Palmetto State for the entirety of her 25-year career.
Remember, you guys are smarter than the average American.
She said the shortage is putting pressure on teachers to pick up the slack, but they've reached the end of their ropes.
Teachers are exhausted by trying to make everybody happy and cover the standards and take care of their students' mental health and take care of their own mental health, and et cetera, et cetera.
With little pay and even less time, it's no wonder the number of vacancies has increased 165% over the past 4 years. But experts say the catalyst has been politically charged rhetoric from national media outlets and state leaders.
Opening bell to closing bell, go home and do 4 to 5 hours of emails and grading and lesson planning. And then you flip on the news and you're being told that you're an agent of Marxist indoctrination. That's not really a great way to keep people in a profession.
The job of teaching is not to do with teaching as we once understood it, but to do with indoctrination.
We don't want teachers to be bragging about how they are turning people into far left-wing zealots.
They are now indoctrinating our children with these ideas that is taking away their innocence.
We come to school to teach our standards, whatever those may be. We don't come to school with any kind of agenda to indoctrinate, and if I could indoctrinate these kids, it would be to sit down and do their work.
At the root of those politics, at least according to teachers, is a disconnect between partisan talking points and the day-to-day reality of their classrooms. Because of that, they're not blaming their colleagues for walking out.
I don't know that I would necessarily recommend that anybody go into education right now, and that's heartbreaking because I do love what I do.
So we might know how we got here, but that still leaves us asking, where do we go next?
That's the million-dollar question.
Reporting from Lexington-Richland District 5 for Carolina News, I'm Chloe Barlow.